Welcome to our salty life. We are going to share with you our favourite activities and things to do when you're parked up at Torquay on Victoria's stunning surf coast. We're even going to share with you our favourite beach, and it doesn't start with B. It's not the one that you think. So keep watching and we'll give you all the local insights so that you can have a great stay here at Torquay. Okay, so
G'day!
we have just spent 5 months in our hometown of Torquay on Victoria's beautiful surf coast, and we want to share some of our inside tips on the things to do when you're in Torquay. So you'll watch a lot of other YouTubes of people who have travelled the Great Ocean Road and who have visited the town or visited the nearby towns and all of the common tourist things to do and the places to see. But this is an insider's guide. You don't get this from locals normally. We're going to tell you all of the things that we love about Torquay and the things that we think that you should do and why.
There you go. An insider's view.
We were lucky that because this is our hometown, we were lucky that we had friends that we could stay with. We're staying on a friend's farm at the moment. If you were in your van and looking for where to stay in Torquay, I would recommend the Foreshore Caravan Park. Okay, travellers, if you are coming to Torquay, this is the place that you want to stay. It's the Torquay Foreshore Caravan Park, and it is the best caravan park that we have in the area. It's pretty much located right between the beach and the street of Bell Street. So let's go for a quick walk and I'll show you around and I'll tell you why it's my pick of the places to stay. It's a big park, but the sites are spacious and it's got some great shade, like there's some great trees. This section that I'm standing in now is the dog friendly section when it is not school holidays. Outside of those dates, it's dog friendly. If you keep walking through the park in this direction, you come out to the beach and there's a walking track so you can access the surf beach, you can walk to the surf club, or you can follow the walking track to Front Beach Cafe for your morning coffee. So you can see through here really nice grassed sites, treed sites, really peaceful, nice clean amenities, heaps more sites up here. You've got a playing area down there for the kids, the jumping pillow, playground. And if we walk back up here, we come out almost opposite the Torquay Hotel. So it is fantastically located. Alright, so we come out of the gate and we're on Bell Street, where we have cafes, bars down here, fish and chip shop, ramen, ice cream shop. We have Rokuden, our favourite Japanese restaurant ever. And the Torquay Hotel. Let me tell you, we've lost a bit of our money in that place before. Especially Daz, who's been coming to the Torquay Hotel now for, let's say more than 40 years. I won't say how many years, but this has been one of Daz's favourite haunts throughout his youth. And so then you've got over the road is the caravan park. One of my favourite things that we did on this trip home was we had a Sunday afternoon at Bellbrae Estate Winery, It is gorgeous and really economical, a great place to meet friends or a group of people. It's all outdoors, so you set up at a picnic table outside, buy a bottle of wine or a glass of beer or whatever it is that you want to drink from the bar. They do wood-fired pizzas on weekends that are quite economical and have live music as well. That was a really good day, wasn't it?
And it was one of those things, it's been there for a long time, and as locals we actually hadn't been there, so we had almost like our return reunion there with a big crew, and we fell in love with the place, and it was a little bit ironic that we hadn't given it much patronage beforehand, but we certainly will in the future, and as we're recommending them now. Really great team there, family-owned business, a great outdoor setting that if it's a nice sunny day and it's quite hidden amongst from the exposed from the wind as well, but beautiful wines, beautiful food, great area if you want your kids to run around. There's a big safe area for them to run around. But yeah, there's Bombora's Beach Bar, which is a hot place to go and have afternoon drinks with live music.
You like that. That would be your favourite bar, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I love Bombora's Beach Bar. That's a really hot place. So you'll find that just above the fishing club and right beside the Torquay Marine Rescue, so it's outside the boat ramp at what we call Chicken Point. So it's above the boat ramp, Bombora's Beach Bar.
Yeah. When you're based in Torquay, there are some great day trips that you can do as well. So Torquay is really well located to Melbourne, to Geelong, down the Great Ocean Road. So a couple of the day trips that I would suggest that you do from Torquay is Werribee Zoo is one. Werribee is about an hour from Torquay, and the Werribee Zoo is an open plain zoo. So it's safari style. You go into the zoo, it's really well set up, and you jump on a safari bus and you travel around and you look at the animals in a really well spaced out natural environment rather than in cages. So Werribee Zoo, I think, is a must do, especially if you've got kids. That is a fantastic day out.
Restaurants, Bob Sugar.
Yep.
Bob Sugar on the Esplanade, tapas style.
Sharing plate.
Really unique sort of food, real classy, great vibe, great
margaritas. Great
margaritas. Anyway, that we'll leave that song. It's a great funky little place. But Torquay's full of them. So the Bombora crew that have got
your favourite though.
My favourite.
Your favourite is
folklore.
Yeah.
Folklore. I'm a mad Vietnamese street food guy. I just love it. And the young team from the Bombora crew put this place together. It's a funky place. Some of our friends work there. It's a really cool, and their pho and spring rolls are so. Go the spring rolls, whatever style pho you want. I'm a mad chicken pho boy. I know that sort of sounds pedestrian, but I love it. They do it really well.
Another day trip that I would recommend that's in my top 10 is a trip down the Bellarine Peninsula to Queenscliff. Okay, so we finally have the ram back after 4 months of being in workshop since we got towed home from Karratha. So, woo! How good is that?
That has been the longest 4 months in our life.
It has been a long 4 months. So between now and mid-January, when we hit the road again and head west, we need to put a few Ks on the car so that we can get it serviced again before we leave. And so today we're going to go for a drive down to Queenscliff, which is a really nice drive whether you're going from Geelong or from Torquay. It's about half an hour from Geelong. Beautiful spot. We're going down to have some fish and chips on the beach. We'll see you down there.
Really historical town. There's an old fort there, but really old worldy homes, lots of Edwardian and Victorian. It's where the Queenscliff ferry takes you across the bay. It's quite a really old, unique, beautiful place. If you're ever in town for the Queenscliff Music Festival, that's a beauty. So if you're a festival and music fan, look up the Queenscliff Music Festival and get down there.
Last weekend in November.
Yeah, it's an absolute cracker. Multiple tents, multiple venues, and multiple bands playing, and then the whole town gets involved in it, and you can go to different pubs, different people are playing. So you might have the lesser known guys working the beer gardens and working the pubs, right through to really top Australian acts and international acts playing the big tops. But yeah, put it on your list. It's a really great experience if you're in Victoria at that time of the year.
Do you find yourself under the weight? You're just wishing you could clean the slate, like you're tumbling and you won't slow down. Do you feel like all you do is wait, and you're helpless in the hands of fate, like you lost your way and can't get found? But did you know you shine, and I'm falling for the way you smile? You're gonna take the fight now, punch the lights out, 'cause you're a champion, you are. Champion, you are. When you're on the edge, you're fading fast. Let the future light up your path.
There's a ferry that crosses over to from Queenscliff over to Sorrento, which is that's a fun day thing to do.
You can do a walk on.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you don't need to take your car. Walk onto the ferry, go across, explore Sorrento and the other side of the bay. So starting at the cafe sort of end of the spectrum is we've got some friends that manage own Third Wave Cafe. Great coffee. Great yarns. If you want to know something about the local area, especially in the surfing space, talk to Paul.
That's my tip for best coffee.
Yeah, great coffee, great BLTs, great hamburgers. But a lot of locals hang out there. It's a bit of a focal meeting point. It's we'll put an overlay up. It's a really iconic thing. Once you see it, you can't sort of miss it. But we definitely recommend there for you.
Third Wave.
So launching from Torquay and heading towards the west, Torquay is affectionately known as the start of the Great Ocean Road.
Running down the same road like so many times before. I never felt as lonely, but I'm trying not to show. They said it would be easy, still I'm giving all I got. I just wanna tell you something, it must have been something I forgot. All this time, it was never enough.
So this section of Great Ocean Road is quite iconic. It's almost part of the first start of the real Great Ocean Road as you're coming into Lawn. You've got this little windy section that comes into a really famous surf break down the road. Secret spot, Cathedral Rock. Don't tell anyone. I'll get some hate mail over that. But this little windy section is quite regularly used by companies filming cars or just anything that relates to the iconic Great Ocean Road. And Lawn itself is really a hub, the first hub spot on the Great Ocean Road that has some amazing restaurants, amazing bars and amazing venues, and a little launching spot for the rest of the Great Ocean Road.
also think when you're driving along the Great Ocean Road, you should stop at the Chocolaterie at Belbray. It's just before Anglesey. It's a great place to just jump in there, grab some chocolate, sit down, stretch your legs. It's dog friendly. They do pretty good milkshakes, don't they, babe?
They do, excellent.
And good pizzas as well.
It's unusual for such a big tourist destination place to be dog friendly. And we're actually camped on a friend's property behind it, and it's become a little bit of a haunt for us at the moment.
Yeah.
So we just wander over with our pooch and can grab either just a coffee or a meal. They do good meals, yeah. So, but their chocolate.
Yeah.
All right, this place is just the biggest treat for the eyes as well as the taste. It's incredible.
This rare finger for people like them. Oh no, no. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good, feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good. Oh.
There are walking trails that stretch pretty much from Point Impossible. I don't even know how far they go. I think they were planning on joining it all up all the way down the coast. But if you're staying in Torquay, basing yourself in Torquay, there are some fantastic walks along the ocean. So if you've got the All Trails app, check it out, Surf Coast Walk. There's signage everywhere, or pop into the Visitor Information Centre and get some information on the Surf Coast is it Surf Coast Walk or Surf Coast Trail? Anyway, I think it's Surf Coast Walk. It's amazing. So there's so many different legs. You can choose the length, you know, and there's always beautiful scenery to see. So that would be another one of my top 10 things to do, is do some of the walks.
Yeah, so Surf Coast by name, Surf Coast by nature. It's part of it is actually a surfing reserve, one of the few surfing reserves around the world. So Bells and Winky Pop. So as you enter the car park, you'll enter Winky first. There's a beautiful there's a little trail down to your left if you follow that down, or you go to the right and you can walk along Bells Beach and then walk along and then go up centre side up onto the top of the cliff there. So some beautiful photo opportunities. If the surf's running, you can sit there for hours. If you are a surfer, you probably already know about the place, but do your research. But it's an amazing place to surf, and there's a lot of spots. Seek out the spots. You can almost see them. I'm not going to give every spot away, but they're not so much secret spots anymore, but follow your nose, explore the coast. You'll find lots and lots of surfing opportunities. So if you're a surfer, this is the place for you to stop off. I reckon one of the greatest spots to visit on the surf coast is Point Addis. I think it is. It has a little bit of everything for everybody. So as you're traveling down, you leave Torquay, you're on your way to Anglesey. It's about halfway to 3/4 of the way to Anglesey. You'll take a left turn and you'll go down into Point Addis.
That kind of wraps up our favourites. So I think that you could definitely spend at least a week in Torquay, based in Torquay, and use it as a base to explore. Oh yeah, at least. Like, depends how long you've got. And there is no shortage of activities when you're based at Torquay on the Great Ocean Road.
So we've lived here for most of our lives, so we're very passionate about the area. It is a beautiful spot. Obviously, that's what's kept us here. But yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. But yeah, follow your nose along the coast and you'll find lots and lots of hidden gems. And certainly some great spots to spend more than a few days creeping along the coast.
I would love it if you take any of our advice, or if you experienced Torquay yourself, leave us a comment and let us know what you thought. What did you do? What else would you add to this list?
If you're out there or you've got some tips, if we're traveling through an area that you're a local, hit us up and let us know what your local tips are of where we should go if we're passing through your local town.
Yeah. So if you have enjoyed this video, please make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep giving you more of what you like. If you do leave us a comment, we promise we'll get back to you. We've got plenty of time on our hands and we love to engage with you.
From us at Our Salty Life, stay
salty.